Howdy ho and welcome on back. We've got a boss fight to deal. You missed.
I knew Johansen would lure the servants of Satan, but I set this trap for the archfiend himself. Where is Lacroix?
You can't keep the professor here. He had tenure.
He is under divine protection. If you want him, come take him if you can.
Natch. If only the dead told tales, they would all know not to stand in my path. Well, let's go on and re-equip to the better armor. Asshole. Jesus crap. This is gonna be a tough boss. Yep. So he likes to teleport around. And by teleport around, I mean use his bullshit to, just bounce. And you gotta track him down again. This is gonna be a tough fight. I should have picked up blood points while I was out. Rude. I'm trying to heal. Grunfield, Sebastian Bach. Alright. A lottie coming. How'd that fucking hurts? How fast of a fire rate does your goddamn gun have, dude? Also, isn't that a a single shot lever action? Okay, I got him half healthed. Where are you? Oh, there. Oh, he's all the way over there. Stop crouching. Now, if you're properly statted out to have a forced boss encounter, come on, shoot. There you go. Motherfucker. Anyways, I was saying, if you were properly statted out for a boss encounter, then Bach isn't too bad. But if you're like me, where I mostly spent my experience into non-combat stuff for a large portion of the game. Then dealing with Bach can be a little tricky. Alright. 2 more hits. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, fuck you, Bach. The bosses coming up, though, are going to be a lot more tricky than Bach.
I told you everything. There's no reason for you to keep me here. Let me go!
What's up, Doc?
I am an archaeologist. You can't hold me here like this. I am a hostage. I do not need protection. Bring me back to my hotel at once.
I will take you to the boat ride if you speak of the sarcophagus.
Yeah, okay. Anything, just get me out of these caverns and away from these crazies. I think I'm starting to get pneumonia.
Oh, suck it up. Tell me a story of the Ankharan sarcophagus.
The sarcophagus? You went through all that trouble for the sarcophagus? Yeah, I'll tell you. But don't you think it would be better to get out of here before those men come back?
Oh, they're all dead.
I guess if you can get all the way here, you deserve the answers. But can I make one request first? After I answer your questions, you help me escape.
Yeah.
All right. Where should I begin? Let's start with the history of the Ankharan sarcophagus. That is a long and interesting legend, lost and found throughout the ages. Tell me, are you familiar with the Assyrians?
I love their work.
Yeah, well, the markings on the sarcophagus seem to hint that it is from sometime between 1050 and 800 BC, which was a period of fierce expansion by the Assyrians. Oddly, for those years, only one king shows up on the historical record. While most likely he wiped all evidence of his predecessor's existence or passed the name to his heirs, one monarch, Mr. the one-eyed king, is given credit for the territory and achievements of this time. But he would have had to have been over 250 years old, like Dracula or something.
Masquerade? Or someone else?
I find it hard to believe a sarcophagus with a person as important as Masquerade could remain in, pristine or intact condition for so many years, but this is who is believed to be contained within. Men educated, guess. Maybe you have not heard. It was stolen from the museum before we had a chance to open it. Usually, we use equipment to carbon date, X-ray, and take air samples before we pry open the lid.
Vampire, really?
You know, it is interesting that you ask me that. The goddess on the outside of the sarcophagus was Lamastu. In Assyrian myth, Lamastu was an evil demoness who preyed on humans. Many people cite her as the mother of vampire myth, and the engravings on and found around the sarcophagus portray a regal figure drinking the blood of his enemies. Now, this image is found in many cultures, specifically among those of royal lineage, but there is a quite scientific explanation. A disorder known as porphyria. In short, it is caused by a deficiency of the iron in the blood, and in many cultures, for the nobility that could conceivably get away with the cure, the treatment was to drink human blood. Perhaps drinking the blood of your enemies is, if nothing else, symbolic. It can inspire fear in your foes and dissidents. Don't misunderstand me. I in no way believe it was a vampire. Vampires, that's what caused this whole mess. These maniacs believe they exist. That is, you see, in archaeology, one can spend years looking for a dig site, following local rumors, studying old maps. It's a complicated process, very boring. Finding and organizing a dig is the least interesting part of an archaeologist's job. Trust me, you don't want to hear about it. I don't know what will make you believe that. I have been very forthcoming with you so far. I think that maybe you are not as familiar with the process as me. Okay, I tell you, yeah, I was not even aware of the sarcophagus' existence until I received a package with no reply address in the mail. Inside was the information on how to find it and the key. Please keep it a secret, or I could be ruined. That I can't be sure of, nor can anyone. But I promise you it is more likely to be filled with, gummy bears than vampires. Perhaps maybe a mummy, but not likely the kind to go about chasing Abbott and Costello. Not much, really. I'm an archaeologist, not a mythologist. But I do know that Lamastu, the Assyrian demoness, was thought to have been the inspiration for Lilith, the first wife of Adam in the Jewish Old Testament, another source of the vampire myth.
I smell
Quite interesting. There is a surprisingly complex mechanical lock on the face of the sarcophagus. By sheer luck, we were able to find the key not far from the sarcophagus. Why no one ever found it and robbed it, it's perplexing. How strange, you would ask. I haven't seen the key since it was loaded onto the Elizabeth Dane in Turkey. It was stolen before the sarcophagus even. I am still hopeful that the police find both pieces before the contents can be disturbed. No, it's not the kind of key you can copy at the hardware store. It's actually very sophisticated, and I meant to study it at the museum. I've answered all your questions. Do you think now you could please get me out of here? I don't care who you are or why you've had so many questions about the sarcophagus. I just want to leave this place.
Let's go on a cruise together, just you and me.
Thank you, my friend. I don't know where you came from, but I will never forget this kindness.
So, quick note. In earlier iterations of this game, it was impossible to save Senor Johann here. The moment you went to the door to open it, you would enter a frenzy and kill him.
Your time of judgment is here.
Oh no! A Metroid-style self-destruct! Better get running, Johann. I'm gonna leave your ass. You're lost, bro. Sorry. So it's a pretty tight window to get there on time. And returned we have. Well, something happened. We'll figure out what that is in the next episode. So I've got some end of mission maintenance to take care of. Gotta get some blood. Fuck out of my way.
Good evening.
Gotta get some blood. Gotta talk to our favorite little ghoulie. Might as well also pick up some money.
Money, right? Been a while.
Grazie. Now, they really should have added an extra NPC in there, because you had Johann, Bach, but no Sebastian. Well, I guess there is Sebastian LaCroix. Close enough.
Souls draped in rotten tatters and
Bing.
father dances of the Atlantic.
I had a dream this afternoon, as I lay napping near where you sleep. I was running behind you in the moonlight. When I tripped and fell, I looked up and you were gone. And then I noticed what I tripped on. My corpse.
Well, that's an ill portent.
You're so kind to me. I brought you a new skin. I think it suits you.
So, if you want the best armor in the game, you have to maintain your relationship with your ghoul here. You know me too well, my sweet.
Think of me when you wear it. Open me up.
Hey,
TV man?
heard anything?
No.
Did you hear the one about the tuna and the chef?
The fuck is going on here? I already did this.
A tuna and but I won.
Okay. Well, that was an odd glitch. Anywho's it. We got the strongest armor in the game now. It's this, but 1 point extra and -2 dexterity instead of 1. It has the same aesthetic as well as the previous armor. Alright. And I've got another stop I need to make before I end this episode. We're heading on down to Santa Monica. Well, actually, 2 more stops. Santa Monica and the last round. So we'll hit last round and then Santa Monica. Because there's a new weapon I can get my hands on.
My flame shrouded and the moon is melting.
Yeah, it's going to take too long for me to really want to walk. See if there's anything new here in the last round.
Just keeps getting more interesting, doesn't it, kiddo? The Giovanni, the Quay Gin, lots of blood being spilled for a 10,000-year-old conversation piece, wouldn't you say? Man, you guys give me the heebie-jeebies. Sounds like you know a lot more about something than you're supposed to. Lucky for you, you probably don't understand what you're saying. If you did, I'd be talking to a pile of ash right now. The streets, the hillsides, there's eyes and ears everywhere. I heard LaCroix's been talking to Beckett, too. Beckett's a skeptic about all this stuff. I just hope he knows to be careful dealing with that snake LaCroix. Well, Beckett's apolitical, you could say. He's just interested in the truth of our origins. Politics and all that are minor details to him. You do what you have to do. Kid, if you don't do it, somebody else will. You're in a good position to make a difference, Mr. Big Shot. A lot of kindreds wondering just which way you'll go.
Skelter.
What the hell did you want?
Nothing. Just saying nay. Damsel.
Anything?
Nothing new for you.
You guys are all the same.
Alright, and off to Santa Monica, because Mercurio has a new item for me.
Need a ride?
Yep, just hitting up Santa Monica.
What's the hops, bro?
The haps is fuck off, bro. Like, totally. Now, while I'm here, I'm gonna give me some fucking blood. Jesus ass stabbing Christ, that was a tough battle without the ability to really heal. And speaking of, I got 9 experience, so I can bring, what's this for? Dodge.
Need a fix?
Give me your red sweetness. Let's see. That'll do. That should tide me over with the Odious Chalice until the end of the game. Yeah. 10-5-5 with the Odious Chalice, getting me another 10. Should be good.
You might like this. Now this is not your everyday ordinary pop gun. Only a few people ever get their hands on one of these. Take a look.
So, after all this time, he now has not just the gun that we picked up in the last mission, this, but also the flamethrower. I am not going to buy the flamethrower because why waste $400 on something I'm about to get for free? So, we'll go on and see y'all next time. Cheers.